Subheading Finance Commission TOR. 15th Finance Commission Terms of Reference. Terms of reference. Now see, the first important thing that has to be suggested is this. For example, सारे union tax कहाँ जाते हैं? Consolidated Fund of India. Now you have to decide, Finance Commission has to decide what is going to be the amount of money that the union will take out of those money, out of the entire fund, and what is the amount of money that has to be distributed among the states. So we call this vertical devolution. इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Vertical. That means between union and the states. Now, for example, you decided what is the amount of money that we have taken, suppose 100 crores. So according to Finance Commission, let's assume 60 crore will be kept by the union and 40 crore will be distributed among the states. So what is the vertical devolution? Vertical devolution is 40%. So 40% states को देंगे हम. तो ये ठीक है, vertical समझ आ गया आप. After that, you have decided that 40 crore has to be distributed among the states. Now, there are multiple states. There is UP on one side, there is Goa on another side. Now, UP को ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए, गोवा को मिलना चाहिए. UP because there's a huge, big area, big population, a lot of people to feed and all that. UP को ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए और गोवा को कम मिलना चाहिए. So, what is the amount of money that Goa has to take, Sikkim has to take, Nagaland will take, Maharashtra will take, Andhra Pradesh will take, UP, Bihar will take? This is known as horizontal devolution. So, Finance Commission not only recommends the vertical devolution, it also recommends the horizontal devolution. Write down number one. Union taxes, vertical devolution to the states and its horizontal distribution among the states. Okay, tell me, what would not come under this? कौन सी चीज है जो इसमें नहीं आएगी? Very good. IGST Finance Commission का काम नहीं है. IGST is the role of GST Council. पहले तो IGST नहीं आएगा. और क्या नहीं आएगा? Cess. और क्या नहीं आएगा? Surcharge. These things are not distributed according to Finance Commission. Exception लिखेंगे. Cess, surcharge, IGST. Cess, surcharge, IGST. उसके बाद second thing that the Finance Commission does after this devolution is done, कि union government, what is the amount of funds, what is the amount of grants the union has to give to the states? So we can write it down. Unions grant in aids to the states. Grant in aid to the states. After that, it also talks about state government का जो consolidated fund होता है, the state consolidated fund. How can we use that state consolidated fund for the panchayati raj institutions or urban local bodies? तो ये भी, इसमें भी, how do you augment this facility? How do you facilitate it? How do you augment the state's consolidated fund to help the panchayati raj and urban local bodies? This also comes under Finance Commission. Third, how to augment state governments' consolidated funds to help their PRIs and ULBs. Number 4, any other matter referred by the president, whether it be for disaster management, उसके लिए भी Finance Commission has some money कि कितना पैसा देना चाहिए. Whether it be award for the Jammu and Kashmir state UT because उसमें they needed some separate money for security and all that. वो भी इन्हीं के अंदर डाला जाता है. तो president can assign any work to any other matter that is assigned by the president. So these are the terms of reference. Now let's look at the vertical tax devolution. Subheading vertical devolution. Vertical devolution happens between union and the states. तो हम इसको क्या कहते हैं? हम इसको यूं कहते हैं that this devolution happens from the union's divisible pool. The union has a divisible pool of money that has to be shared with the states. The vertical devolution is from union's divisible pool with the states. Now, in this divisible pool, how much money has already been shared so far? तो मैं आपको थोड़ा brief context दूंगा that Finance Commissions over time, how much money have they suggested should be shared with the state? We'll start with the 12th Finance Commission. थोड़ा आपको एक background मिलेगा. 12th Finance Commission. It was under C. Rangarajan. According to C. Rangarajan and the 12th Finance Commission, they were of the opinion that from the union's divisible pool that has to be shared with the states share should be 30.5%. ये states का share होगा 30.5%. So if the total union's divisible pool is 100 crore, 30 crore will be given to the state. फिर उसमें किसको क्या मिलेगा? That's entire horizontal devolution. उसके बाद we have 13th Finance Commission. 13th Finance Commission under Vijay Kelkar. Vijay Kelkar gave the devolution of 32%. 32%. Then you have 14th Finance Commission. It was under whom? YV Reddy. 14th Finance Commission, 42%. This was a huge jump from 32 to 40. सीधा 10% का छलांग लगा लिया. Can you tell me why? What was the duration of 14th Finance Commission? 15 to. Tell me why was there this huge jump? GST तो 17 में है, पर काम कब से चल रहा था? Constitutional Amendment Bill was tabled in 14, passed in 16. So they were already, GST was already in work. And they were of the opinion that GST will have to distribute more, because now in GST you are taking the states' taxes, bringing them into GST. So states would have a revenue loss. So उनको ज़्यादा मिलना चाहिए, ठीक है? That was one of the reasons, not all of the reasons. उसके बाद NK सिंह का 15th Finance Commission जो अभी चल रहा है, 15th Finance Commission ने कहा that we would be sharing 41% plus 1%. We would be sharing 41% plus 1%. तो total कितना हो गया? 42 only. But ये plus 1% इसलिए है because this 1% will be specifically used for the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. ठीक है? Specifically for the UT of Jammu and Kashmir along with Ladakh. Ladakh का security purposes के लिए. Security. So if we have to say total amount कितना है for all the states and UTs? 42%. So it was not changed technically, but 1% was saved for that during this time. उसके बाद horizontal devolution. देखो इसमें काफी चेंज हुआ है from 14th Finance Commission to 15th Finance Commission. Question आ सकता है कि what were the changes? To understand the changes, you need to have a reference point. कि change तो हुआ है, but with reference to what the change has happened. So 15th Finance Commission के changes will be taken into consideration with reference to 14th Finance Commission. So पहले तो हम देखेंगे how the 14th Finance Commission distributed the funds among the state. What were the criterias for that? And then 15th Finance Commission changed a lot of those criterias and also changed a lot of weightage given to those criterias. तो पहले तो हम देखेंगे horizontal devolution according to 14th Finance Commission. 14th Finance Commission. Now you just need to create the table. इस table से you'll be able to understand easily. Now 14th Finance Commission ने criteria क्या रखा and what was the weightage? Criteria and weights. When I'm talking about criteria, why do we need a criteria? Because you have to figure out किस state को कितना देना है. What is the amount of money you have to give to a particular state? On what basis will you decide that? तो यूपी को अगर ज्यादा मिल रहा है, on what basis? There has to be a basis for that. What is the criteria? Number one criteria was the population. But this population was taken according to the census of 1971. 1971 ka census was taken. And this criteria had a total weightage of 17%. 17% weight was given to population. Population had a higher weightage. ये criteria में सबसे ज्यादा हम population को दे देंगे. उसके बाद भी we have like income distance को 50% criteria दिया. Second, income distance. Income distance is nothing but per capita income. ठीक है? For example, this is UP. What is the per capita income of UP? Per capita income of UP is, let's assume 10,000 rupees. What is the per capita income of Goa? Per capita income of Goa is 50,000 rupees. What is the income distance? ठीक है ना? तो आप कितना दूर हो आपके highest per capita से? So what is the distance? जितना ज्यादा distance उतना ज्यादा पैसा मिलना चाहिए. जितना ज्यादा population उतना ज्यादा money you should be taken. Higher the population, higher the money. Higher the distance, higher the money. So poorer states, according to this criteria, poor will get more money. Poor states will get more money. So per capita income कैसे निकालेंगे? The state GDP divided by state population. That will give the per capita income. So we'll have the income list. So we have given 50% weightage to this. So it's there at the 50%. Then we have the demographic change. Demographic change according to 2011 census. 2011 census weightage 10%. Demographic change कैसे होता है? How does it happen? Majorly because of migration. ठीक है ना? For example, we have people in Bihar. And a lot of people from Bihar are coming to Delhi. अब Delhi is accommodating them. Delhi is absorbing this migration. Migration Bihar से दिल्ली की तरफ हो रहा है. Who should get more money? Delhi should get more money. Why? Because Delhi is absorbing these people. तो migration जहां पर ज्यादा हो रहा है, they need to get more funds. ठीक है ना, जहां से लोग भाग रहे हैं, they need to get less funds. So that is the migration angle. Demographic change through migration. It has the weightage of 10%. Then area, जितना ज्यादा area, उतना ज्यादा fund, 15%. And finally, forest cover. Forest cover. Higher the forest cover, higher the share, 8%. Now, according to this formula, according to these criterias, it was actually the states were not willing to go according to this census. For example, problem क्या है इसमें? This is उत्तर प्रदेश और 1971 की बात करते हैं. Your population and Delhi's population is not, there is not much difference. But we wanted to control the population in India. So we launched some population campaigns, you know. तो हमने सबको बोला population गिराओ. But in 2011, Delhi ने तो population पे control किया, आपने नहीं किया. UP didn't control the population. So if we had to go to the 2011 census, Delhi को पैसा कम मिलेगा, आपको ज्यादा मिलेगा. Why? Because you have not controlled the population. So states were actually resisting that. कि हमें नए फिगर्स के साथ नहीं जाना चाहिए. Those states that did not control the population, जहाँ population बढ़ रहा था. But in the 15th Finance Commission, we have shifted. ठीक है? These are your 5 criterias. According to these criterias, UP was getting the highest share. UP तो देश के अंदर एक देश है. उसके बाद बिहार was getting the second highest. मध्य प्रदेश, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, like this, होते सबसे कम was taken by Mizoram, Goa, and lastly Sikkim. ठीक है ना? This is 14th Finance Commission. Then we have 15th Finance Commission. 15th Finance Commission. Maharashtra still, according to 15th Finance Commission, is at 5th number. चलो 15th Finance Commission में horizontal devolution किस basis पे होगा? Now we have changed it a bit. Criteria and weightage. Number 1. सबसे पहले we'll be looking at income distance. Income distance has a weightage of 45%. वहां पे कितना था? So what is the distance? आपका income. Now I told you to calculate the income distance. For example, your per capita income is 10,000. You have to calculate what is the distance from what? आपके पास reference. You need to have a reference point for that. You want to compare your per capita income with what? So if you want to compare the per capita income of Uttar Pradesh, per capita income of Uttar Pradesh has to be compared with whose per capita income? किसके साथ compare करना है? What is the benchmark? जिसका सबसे highest हो. For example, Goa, Sikkim has the highest per capita income in the country. Why? कोई industrial activity हो रही है उतना खास उधर? No, their population is low. So they would not serve as a good benchmark because population बहुत कम है उधर. Goa and Sikkim would not serve as a good benchmark for a state like Uttar Pradesh. इसीलिए we did not take Goa and Sikkim. हमने हरियाणा को लिया. तो हरियाणा is used as a benchmark because हरियाणा का भी per capita अच्छा है. After Goa, Sikkim, it's Haryana only. ठीक है? So Haryana will be used as a benchmark to calculate what? Income distance. Right now, for most of the states, Haryana's per capita income is taken as a benchmark. This is first. Then you have income distance के बाद area. Area में you have 15%. Then you have population. Now population we shifted to the new census 2011 का census 15%. Population की weightage कम हुई. Why? Because we do not want to give a higher share to the state जो population control ही नहीं कर रहा. ठीक है ना? We want to reduce it criteria. Then you have demographic performance. Demographic performance का मतलब states that have lower total fertility rate. States that have a lower total fertility rate. बच्चे कितने पैदा हो रहे हैं? Demographic performance 12.5%. Then you have forest and ecology 10%. Finally, you have tax efforts 2.5%. What would be the tax efforts? What are the amount of efforts the states have taken to increase their tax collection? ठीक है ना? उन्होंने tax collection कितना बढ़ाया? That is again a criteria under the 15th Finance Commission. तो इसको हम कहते हैं the distribution formula. Now, based on the 15th Finance Commission's distribution formula, I'll give you the highest tax receivers and the lowest tax receivers. मैं 3-4 नाम लिखाऊंगा आपको, ठीक है? At the top we have उत्तर प्रदेश यूपी around 17%, exact data याद नहीं रखना आपको, यूपी टॉप पर है. Then we have Bihar around 10%. Then we have Madhya Pradesh around 7.8%. Madhya Pradesh. Then we have West Bengal 7.5%. Then we have Maharashtra 6.1%. You get top states up here. Bottom mein we have Mizoram 0.5%. Then we have Sikkim 0.3%. Then we have Goa 0.3% around. अगर confused नहीं होना चाहिए. This is 0.388. This is 0.386. ठीक है? This is your 15th Finance Commission states का devolution. You'll do one thing. Demographic change means what is the amount of migration that has happened. Demographic performance means what is the total fertility rate. Suniya, you'll do one thing. Write a question about should Finance Commission be given a permanent status.